I cross the night sky once in a blue moon. Countless people see me, but no one ever knows where I'll land. I'm not even sure of such a thing myself. The intensity of my own existence covers me with both the pride of illumination, but just as much the shame of disintegration. Disintegration into the memories of others, rather than an integration into their lives, or even my own. Shining only in the eyes of those who may be lucky enough to witness, but not enough to create something long-lasting. If only I could be like the sun, shining everlastingly, no matter the hemisphere, no matter if one is inside or outside. Even the moon has its time to shine far more than I, controlling the tides and lighting up night after romantic night. More than a distant star, I wish to be the one who brings light to every dusk and midnight. I'm the shooting star who shines for so few, so rare that my own life seems to pass me by just as quickly as I do. Perhaps one day I'll learn to shine for myself, but for tonight, I'll shine for anyone who just so happens to be near.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Reflections Literary and Arts Magazine Fall Showcase. Every semester, we here at Reflections call on the artists of PGCC and beyond to send us their finest work, centered around a specific theme that we've picked as a team, and compile them into both a publication and a filmed exhibition. We're your hosts, St. Hobbs and Alana Collins, here to bring you along with us on another imaginative journey.
That's right, Saint. And today we have a selection of those works to share with you, because during chaotic times like this, sometimes you need to look on the bright side of things. We give our thanks to the PGCC community for their wonderful contributions to bring light to this showcase. And with that, let's have some fun and get on with the show.
Eclipse, leave this. No, do not resist. Opposition, getting ripped to pieces. Out of order in the lights, you will see no creases. I'm the station just to fight. I don't know what peace is. You can try to blind my shine. I cannot be eclipsed. You can never take what's mine. Instead, you can eat shit. Sunset calls, it's time to go. Slow down, nothing feel about. I've been outside. I won't be outside. This is not your stage for you to Eclipse, leave this. No, do not resist. Each opposition getting ripped to pieces. Eclipse, leave this. No, do not resist. Each opposition getting ripped to pieces. I don't fold under the lights, you will see no creases. I'm upstage in just a fight, I don't know what peace is. You can try to block my shine, I cannot be eclipsed. You can never take what's mine, instead you can eat
Hi, I'm SouthSide Shai. I'm your neighbor from Southeast DC, here to fight the good fight with you. This song is about, or really it's meant for anyone who's trying to build a future better than this one that we got going on, even if you don't know how. It's called Seedlings. Children running down lanes between the bombs, frightened and flattened into poetry, art, and songs. The world sees your seeds as the promise we need. If they'll hold out their hands filled with help and not greed. If we keep ourselves safe, churn and process the hate, own our shared inner rage, build a sacred safe place where the rich man won't own us, reject and control us, keep his hands on our shoulders, tell us we can't fly, will we fold in our wings, climbing cages to sing, can we build a future between you and I? We're building, we're breaking, we're sifting through all the lies, the things that they fed us, regardless of appetite. Now's the time, don't be scared, life here's never been fair. Squash the dreams we compare ourselves to. They were wrong, it was all meant to burn. We have so much to learn. Trust and peace must be earned, that's the truth. Let's go for the siblings, grandparents, that one mom who missed rent, the father who breaks bread, the children who sleep, for the rivers and valleys, the leftover families, my dog and my mom, and the company I keep. Children running down lanes between the bombs.
Hi everybody, My name is Balay, and today I'll be reading a poem from Reflections Literary and Arts Magazine, Fall 2025, Shine. This poem is entitled, A Letter to My Light. Your shine is the most noticeable when you're surrounded by the dark. Did you know that? Of course, from your perspective, you might only see the dark in front of you and not how much you're lighting up folks' faces. I know the dark is daunting, but to me, it never dims you. Even at your darkest, you shine brightness, and one of the faces you light up is mine. My love, for as long as I receive your glow, I will tell you how much you shine.
Hi, my name is Blackball 5000. I've been rapping since 2022, and this song's called Reintroduction. It's a little different from what I regularly do, but I know you guys will like it. So here we go.
Yo, I don't usually make songs like this, but here we go. Yeah, black bar, hands up. Here we go. That's what they don't. But yeah, so this is someone who cares. Who cares?
I am Blackball 5000, new introduction. That's why I know like percussion, banging on the drums of the cymbals. That's why I know I'm a symbol of this peace of mind that I'm living. Whether it's wondering if I'm just sinning. Nah, I'm trying to live that life of God. That's why I know I'm like on my grind. What do you want in this world? What's your desire? But it's wondering if I burn like the fire. That's why I can't even tell that my old shells of skeletons in the closet are dirtying. But it's wondering if I'm murdering all these rappers that trying to come for me. Let me tell you, there can't possibly be more Baby L Daniels to tell. But it's wondering why the story's so well. Grave dance is done in the past. If my stance ain't clear, let me tell you, I'm just here to rule. Anyone coming to me is a fool. That's why you know you cannot still be anyone coming up on my hill. Like Cypress Hill, I got the will to kill. Yes, MCs verbally, I'm not saying literally, maybe. I know that it's crazy to say that it's a possibility, but let me tell you, if I wanted to, maybe I could in another life or world. But I don't know where I'm gonna stay, where I'm gonna go, but I'm just not sure if this is the life I want. If I'm gonna be doing this old hip hop stuff I got, maybe I'll rap like all day. Yes sir, freestyle all day. I can't live an off day, cause this is my life, K. But 24 hours cycle, maybe I'll sound like Michael Jackson. Bars like Jay-Z, taking big L's would be so easy. But son, but as someone for the rest of my life wouldn't make me the greatest at all. Son, maybe I could say I'm not the sun. Maybe I could say that I'm half the sun. But that's wondering if my room's a booth. It's not a booth, it's just my bedroom cut like a knife. Yes sir, it's like 5:11 p.m. as I'm recording this. BMs find it interesting as I say my height just for this diss. Against me is empty. Pay attention to the small things you've been sent to care about and take care about what you're talking about. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. There's one thing that everyone wants to change about themselves. If not, they just hiding it well. If not, maybe you can't just tell. From a simple glance, it might be inside in their car. They never knew how to say it before. Maybe there's something they say that they won't even see anymore. Maybe they don't want to even be anymore. What they see in the morning or every day. But let me tell you, it's not okay to not like what you got, okay? Maybe you gonna get one shot in a way where you can be yourself for a day. What would you do in those 24 hours? Would you rise to a higher power? Would you say that you are lively? But let me tell you, it's not Ivy to get rash up with all these questions. But I know comprehension is finally key for understanding you and me. Maybe we could say that we give you a C, but I can't take the T away from the cake. If not, maybe we could say we will just rip it. Anyone comes corrected, they'll skip it. Cause I know the questions is exhibit it. Because like granddad, I switch it up. Brothers wondering if I would ever ever kick it up? Y'all was asking, my foot's always up. On this pedal straight up to the metal. But still just like Sonic Genesis. Only if I send an extra disc. Cause I'm from the Nexus. That's hot. How the F I send you to Texas? Driving the Lexus keys. Turned up waiting to get this cheese. To the and mileage up to the G's. That's why I know when we catching these Z's. Sleep tight, act right, it's a good ride. Y'all is wondering if this is a 9. Where I can say I'm going off. That's why I know I'm like a cough. Sick to my stomach cause I'm rolling off chrome. Drifting off as I enter your home. You're home alone like Harry Mom. You don't even know that I'm cupped with a jar. Riding with a fast with the bandits far. Jamming out to the station now. Breaking news situations found. Aliens is out right now. Apocalypse to pop this sound. Safe and sound but capital city show drift in space and other dimensions. Oh man, jump man, travel to the galaxy again. That's why I know y'all can't understand these references that I make. Literal or something I can't even take. Cause these boys just could like chicken bake. If not, y'all might be full Kaiser. That's why I wear that visor. Sorry for the stabbing. Some of us have to dress up like a maggot. Moving so much, y'all just be like a... Can't say that. What? Brothers on the brand, if they gon' react, maybe they'll say I don't deserve their stacks. Maybe they'll say they will remove my plaques. But they lying about the G's, shut it and please. That's why I know I'm killing MCs. Do it so fast and new degrees. Burn with flames, I'm killing them 3rd degree. That's why I know I got this pedigree. For the BOT, that's clout often. That's why I'm sorry I missed a lock-in. But let me tell you, that's it, I'm locked in. Call me Mission Impossible. This is looking improbable. But let me tell you it's possible to be rocking like this. You already know.
Thank you so much, and let's give a round of applause to the performers that have been on thus far. Your performances are truly exceptional, and they radiate what Shine truly means for the theme and for the showcase. And now, we'd like to take a moment to show the art from our magazine. Don't forget to check out the artist's socials and stick around, because there's a community member that's taking the spotlight next.
We're so thankful for the outpouring of personal art submitted this semester. Seeing the response that our community is having to this theme is really touching, and we hope that our contributors continue to create and share their work with us here at the magazine. And now we'd like to highlight our community spotlight. Each semester, we honor and recognize individuals who are making a difference in their chosen fields while continuing to support the arts.
This year, our community spotlight shines on PGCC's alum and former Reflections member Devante Capers, an inspiring and talented photographer and multimedia artist. Facing the challenges of autism head-on, Devante discovered the strength, resilience, and expression through creativity, which led to the creation of his powerful artism gallery. His work has been showcased at festivals, events, and in local galleries throughout the region. Thank you so much for being with us today, Devante.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
So when did you graduate PGCC and what were you focusing on while you were studying here?
So I started at PG in the year of 2014. My major was visual arts communication, and which I studied different variations of art from drawings to paintings, graphic design, photography, and so forth. And then later on, I joined Reflections Magazine Club in 2019. And that led to so many opportunities, and I'm grateful for that. And that led me to graduating in 2022 with my associate degree in visual arts and communication and my illustration arts certificate.
Nice.
That's really awesome.
Can you tell us about like the local galleries and festivals that your art was premiered at?
So I have tons of art at the Station 3510, which I'm currently hosting a art showcase there. I have collaborated with Sharpe in the community where we showcase art and promote art around the region. I've also had art at DC Art All Night, MoCA Arlington, the Museum of Contemporary Art in Arlington, and also partnered up with Del Rey Artisans where I have done vendors and showcase my work. So I've been around the DMV area. It's been my passion to support the arts and love the arts, to tell my story through creativity.
Nice.
So how did you get started with your artism gallery? Like, what led you to create that?
I feel like when it comes to my autism, like I've tried to find ways to how to communicate with people or how people can relate to what I go through. So I use art as a tool to tell my story through drawings, through paintings, dance, writing, and so forth. Art has saved my life and has gave me the abilities to become a different person. Just giving me all these talents and gifts to showcase and inspire people with disabilities or special needs to be themselves and shine their light and help grow their community more by being recognized for who we are and accept us for what we do.
That's a really cool movement. We're super glad to have you here. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing your art with us and continuing to shine in the community.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Luckily, we have a reel of Devante's art from his artism gallery. Let's take a look.
Hi guys, my name is R, and today I'll be performing a song I made a few days ago called No Today. The backstory for this is that I received my first breakup text ever on November 29, and exactly a year later, on November 29 of this year, I wrote this song, No Today. It's essentially a happy goodbye and acknowledging just how much that person has transformed my life and helped me to shine. There's a question in the ether, floating through realms unknown, and I can't fight the fever, telling me to roam.
with planes both visible and metaphysical, stretching to the dome of this universe so primed to explode. There's a shade behind the sunlight, starlight in the void, clouds that line the blue sky, sadness in the joy, and the pain displaced one into two, keeping us alone. But it gave both me and you more time to grow. Even if I cobble words from the corners of my mess, nothing can express a fraction of the death or breath of the love I still possess. Though you said there's no tomorrow, you helped me know today. I admit I still feel hollow, but I know the steps to take. Ever since we split the two lives, you taught me how to quell, to learn internal rewind, to break out of a shell. 'Cause I grew too fast and turned into a crooked tree malformed after bearing weight of 19 heavy storms. And I ruminated meaning in every previous fall. I found a toddler reeling, then a preteen standing tall, with a mask of childish maturation stemming from the brawl of the younger years spent fearing livid calls. If I cobbled all the words from the corners of my mess, nothing can express a fraction of the death or breath of the love I still possess. Though you said there's no tomorrow, you helped me know today. I'll admit I still feel hollow, but I know the steps to take.
And that's No Today.
Hi, my name's Asad, and my song is about seeing another person's growth happening and, being very proud of all of the things that they've been able to overcome. It's untitled at the current moment. Glow, you're gross again. Blisters through my skin. And it's so pretty, 'cause I can remember when sadness hidden, you're still soaring, shattered and poignant, but I could see your soul still intact there. Those storms now, blinded by your eyes, blinded by your eyes, blinded by your eyes. We could all use a little bright. I stand still soaring. Look through the abyss, blinded by flames the size of insects. I've never seen the surface, but I've been emulating well. I bet you emulate well. You emulate well. You emulate well. You emulate well.
Yeah. Let me take y'all back. Back in the day, let me tell y'all a story about this one time. Let me set the scene. Yeah. I used to grow up on the rougher sides, but not be paying no mind. Or your mind will be on paper lines. The hate and love was always intertwined. Your best man always be lying to you, lying with bullets in your spine. Cause crime was prevalent, death became too relevant. Parents was negligent, leading kids to their worst detriment. So we were malevolent, coupled to street intelligence, made others hesitant to ever step inside our residence. Mo, let me just paint the picture. I'm talking about smelly hallways. When winter came, we barely had the heater. Speakers blasting so loud the whole hood can probably hear us while the in rotation, cause kids wanna seem bigger, then move up the triggers. It's contagious, the itchy finger infects the linger. They be hitting whoever's with you, but be scared to shiver when the enemy pulls it quicker. Then you gone with 5 in your liver, but then we keep it moving. Yeah. As I age, I gain some clarity. Realize love from honest people is a rarity. I'm social to most, so I can watch whoever's next to me, but keep some close, the ones that really just connect with me. So sparingly, I trust in others. I seen friends mess with each other's lovers. They same ones you like to call your brother. That crap ain't fair to me, it's sad it happens regularly. I seen so much stuff, dog, I still need more therapy. Apparently, I should be better. Cause Slim, I weather the storm, providing warmth for all the cold days when love didn't form. I want my brothers be above the hatred and scorn, providing knowledge for myself, but forgot what I learned. I was concerned about my morals, hoping I could stay stern, but my pride got me hated when it wasn't my turn. That envy burns in our hearts, cause the dreams that we yearn be out of reach, but we gotta stay firm. Keep it moving, y'all.
Cupid! MC World! Listen! Everybody get your fans out! Here we go! 1, 2, 3, come on! Pop that fan. You gotta pop that fan. 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 It go right, left, right. It go left, right, left, and your step so smooth, so cool, so fly, so fresh. Go ahead, cha-cha for me. Turn around and let the world see. Come on and trip out, turn, come on, dance. Everybody let me see you hold that thing. Go right,
step in the spot. Make the whole floor rock when she do that dance. You ain't seen nothing yet till she pop that fan. And she got the whole crew cutting up tonight. Just moving them hips from left to right. Well, I love the way you do it, baby, just don't stop. I know you in the building when I hear that pop. We're doing big bands, not the little ones. You're doing this dance, you gotta get you one. Don't be scared, stand out in the crowd. Hands up high, make them pop real loud. Even if you're sitting, just tap your feet. Pull your fan out, make it pop to that beat. I see some pretty fans with some pretty girls. One time for Cupid, two times for world. You gotta pop that.
Pop that fan. You gotta pop that fan. Pop that fan. Pop that fan. You gotta pop that fan. Pop that fan. Pop that fan. You gotta pop that fan. Pop that fan. Pop that fan. You gotta pop that fan.
Now after you work it out, then stop. Pull it out and make the fan go. After you work it out, then stop. Pull it out and make the fan go. Stop.
Pop that fan. Pop that fan. You gotta pop that fan. Pop that fan. Pop that fan. You gotta pop that fan. Pop that fan. You gotta pop that fan. Pop that fan. You gotta pop that fan.
The new me is no longer available for everyone at any time, and I don't spend my energy explaining what doesn't make sense. The essence of my being is earned and not to be taken lightly. The weight on my shoulders is heavy enough without being carried by or having to carry you. Instead of repeating and reminding and reiterating, I find myself retreating. Inside I find my peace, of refuge, a cabin of solitude, a comfortable and cozy, real, safe estate, where there are books for healing, growth, and prayer. I sit with them by the fireplace, becoming more self-aware. The flame burns intensely, creating a sensation, and fearless, I am embraced by its warmth. The crackled sounds of singed feelings fall like tears. Self-doubt and fears become incinerated by the flame. I'm left blanketed in the smell of smoke, the burning of its contents, and I decide to rejoice in its light, while gently stumping out the ashes.
And with that, we conclude Reflections 2025 Shine Showcase. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching these performers shine. And we also want to thank PGCC TV for making this happen in the first place.
We hope that you guys are back here again to see our theme for the spring semester. Be bold and shine. Keep on becoming your light. Bye.